Welcome back to continuing coverage of the 2025 Professional Masters World Championships presented by ZÜCA. Ace One Productions bringing you coverage once again of the FP40 division. After a tale of two halves yesterday at Kaposia Silver, we are switching venues to the iconic Blue Ribbon Pines out here in Bethel, Minnesota. Joining in the booth once again, it is Felix, joined by
Conrad, we were just here not too long ago for the Majestic, but we're looking at a different layout, no longer taking on the 27-hole monster that is Blue Ribbon Pines.
Yeah, we have a different layout, 18 holes, different than even the 18 holes that we saw on the last round of the Majestic. Let's see how the players take on the new course. Up first, we have Ohn Scoggins with a 1002 rated round one. Setting the pace there. Not far behind is Jennifer Allen. She had a 985 rated round one, just a few strokes off.
Yeah, hot in pursuit right behind them. Holly Finley, the big ace on hole 16 during round one, the highlight. So much experience on this card. And of course, the sidearm specialist, Sarah Hokom, 110 career wins to her credit already.
We're going to start out here on hole one. It is a par 3. This is one of those holes that is different that we've seen for the silver layout. It is coming in at 290 feet. You got a little OB that you have to cross there. The road does not play as OB, and we are going to the basket here. That's tucked nice and neatly over here on the right. Just want to try to get to the green and avoid these guardian trees. If you can go over to the left, it gives you a little bit more open, so you have a better chance at making that birdie putt.
First up, from Los Angeles, California, Ohn Scoggins.
Go home.
Thank you.
As far as weather goes, I don't think we can ask for anything better than what we have today.
Yeah, very calm conditions, minimal wind, beautiful, bright, sunny day.
Looks like she pulled it off to the right quite a bit, but it's going to funnel its way through and end up being inside the circle.
Gilbert, Arizona.
Should I stop it?
That was the reverse.
Jennifer Allen.
Let's go, Jen.
Jen looking like she's got her T-bird in hand here.
I expect her to go right at it with this, and that is exactly what she does.
Whoa.
And goes a little bit long there, making it to the back side of the circle.
Denver, North Carolina, Holly Finley.
Go, Holly.
I feel like this course lines up very well for Holly's game. Lots of fairway drivers and mid-ranges, placement shots, turnovers, lots of lines to hit. She's used to that being coming from North Carolina now.
Goes right towards it, but she leaks out a little early. She's going to be in circle 2, in between the two gates there,
Idaho.
but still have a clean look at making a long putt. Now, if this hole isn't a forehand hole, I don't know. I don't know what a forehand hole looks like, man. This is perfect.
Putting the pressure on her.
I did. She came for the occasion.
Looks like she's responding to it. Beautifully done.
Looks like she's going to have a slightly obstructed putt, though, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think she might be framed up between those two posts, though. We'll have to see when she gets up to her actual lie there. Looking like it's likely going to be Holly Finley up first, and it is.
Well, she gave it a good bid. That's not bad. She'll have a bullseye putt for par.
Mm-hmm. Jen, after going long, is pretty much just forced to kind of pitch up here. She was just outside the circle.
Yeah, that's a lot to ask for, especially on the first hole. You don't want to do too much. Walking away with a par isn't bad. If I remember correctly, this did play as one of the easier holes. I want to say 17th as far as difficulty, so the second easiest hole on the course on the day. And Ohn in with her birdie from inside the circle.
Yeah, second easiest indeed. 20% birdie rate on this one on a Abbreviated field, so that's 4 birdies overall for the ladies. We saw half of those on this card.
All right, and 2 pars, 2 birdies.
I love that Holly takes her time and sticks to her routine regardless of the distance of the putt left.
Good discipline.
We go from a relatively easy hole to one of the more challenging ones. Hole 2 here ranked 6th hardest overall, 450 feet. 2 different ways to kind of attack this one. You can go left side, or you can go right side. Or you can land somewhere in the middle and kind of pick which alley you want to take. The right side offers a little bit more challenges as Heiser needs to beat quite a bit of lumber coming into the actual green. You go left side, you have a shorter line, but it is a tighter hallway to have to navigate with a straighter shot that finishes slightly right.
Oh.
Just tracking it from the moment it left her hand, unfortunately. Hokom kind of lining up more to the right side of the tee pad, giving her more room to swing this Heiser forehand, and that puts her right in the middle.
Man, if that pin position was right there.
Yeah.
Nice looking drive from Jen as well.
A little bit of fade, yeah.
She has bullseye for the...
for the short pin.
Yeah.
This is a combined hole here.
Turn. All right.
Coming right towards the catch cam. Good placement there.
Yep. Holly kind of decided her fate. She's a little bit past the turn there, but the other 2 will have an option if they want to go left or right. We see Ohn has decided to go to the left and got kicked a little bit further left, so she'll have a little bit more work to do.
Oh, this is a high degree of difficulty shot here. A high turnover with the forehand with a slow disc. Gets her down to the green.
Yeah, she's just outside of the bullseye there, so she's not looking too bad. All right, Jen's going left side.
Going turnover with the putter. And looks like it got a kick. Still on the green, but she's going to have some obstructions to deal with back there.
Holly's going left side as well.
Lining up a forehand. Don't see many forehands from Holly.
She pulled 1 or 2 of them out last round, and they were pretty good there. Just like that one. I don't think we'll see Holly throwing any off the tee, but as a utility shot, that's great.
No, Ohn still not quite getting up to the green. They're having a tough time here with hole 2.
Here's a long look at the putt here. On line, but just low, hitting the koozie, but staying inside the bullseye.
Mosquito got me already.
Oh, yeah, the bugs were out.
Yeah, they absolutely were.
They were enjoying the weather, too. Yeah, Jen just having a pitch out there.
Yeah, not surprising. Can't really give it an honest bid from where she was. Sarah, this look for birdie.
Yeah, she gets it.
Collecting a 2-for-2 start here for Hokom. Very strong out the gate. Immediately catching up to Holly until Holly hits this birdie putt, which she does.
Want a battle putt?
Yeah. Just like that, Ohn coming back just a touch to the field, losing a stroke there.
Big Disc Golf doesn't want you to know about this. It's called the band system. That's B-A-N-D. Buy a new disc. Sure, you could spend hours practicing, but you've tried that and you're still back. And at discountdiscgolf.com, the prices are so low, you can band without breaking the bank.
Before B-A-N-D, I was just B-A-D. But now, I own more discs.
So what are you waiting for? Get on the bandwagon today at discountdiscgolf.com, because cheap discs are better. It's science.
All right, here we are at the iconic 444 hole, par 4, hole number 3, coming in as the second most difficult hole on the course, and with understandably why. There are trees lining the fairway very tight on both the left and the right, all the way to the basket, even leading inside the circle. You really have to break the hole down into 2 shots. Trying to get there in 1 is just a recipe for disaster.
It's also out of bounds on the left side, so if you get a really bad kick, you can find yourself taking an extra penalty stroke. Okay.
Okay, that didn't go too far. It kind of landed and stayed where it was, didn't deviate left or right.
Yeah, kind of job done. I mean, realistically, if you break this down into a 250-foot tee shot, leave yourself with under 200 feet coming into your second shot, you've done your job. This looks pretty ideal here for Holly, as long as it gets a gentle finish, and it does.
Jen with putter in hand. Liking what she did. She immediately turned away and knew she was in the middle of the fairway.
Ohn going a little higher speed.
And that's what... Whoa. Okay, that's what happens. You get tree reactions. She had 3 of them right there.
Yeah, a lot of pinball action there on her disc, but she stays safe and now having to do a little turnover down this tunnel and is going to get another kick back out to the left. But she is still in bounds.
Yeah, there is kind of a faux fairway on the left side, and that's where she kind of ended up. You don't want to be over there, but if you're over there, you're happy that it's actually a fairway.
Yeah, absolutely. Jen with the same disc she threw off the tee. Nearly the same shot. Gonna put her at about 25 feet for the birdie.
I will call that job done.
Almost. I believe that's a reactor for Hokom, and didn't quite turn fast enough to beat those Leicester trees on the right. She's going to be over there near where Ohn ended up. Both still in bounds.
Holly doing a good job of missing trees on both of her shots here. She lands softly by the green. And Hokom going with her range. She loves that disc for good reason, too.
If you watched round 1, she was throwing it constantly on approaches, and it never seemed like it failed her. So, absolutely a go-to for her in her bag.
Ohn didn't quite give the own throw on that one, not the own commitment. So, she's coming up short again.
This looked a little too casual there. Like, she didn't quite think it was as far as it was.
Yeah. We didn't see the good old Ohn yeet that we used to see when she does a nice forehand.
That one a little wide, right.
Quite off on the putt, too, there. Yeah, this is 2 uncharacteristic throws from Ohn back-to-back.
We saw her struggling on hole 2 as well. Just low. Basket sitting on that little platform there just makes it high enough to kind of disrupt your normal routine when attacking the basket. Gotta add about 7 to 8 inches in height. Actually, probably closer to 1.5 feet. I'm looking at it. Let's see if Sarah can make the adjustments.
And she does.
Good par to get, especially when those around you are kind of struggling a bit on the hole.
Yeah, again, the hole's playing the second most difficult on the course, so you'll gladly walk away with the par.
Back bogeys now for Ohn, bringing her to 6 down. 1 over on the round so far through 3.
Good par there.
It's so high. It's just kind of like hard. It's probably the most high for our 3 holes. Okay, yeah, that's why it kind of adjusts. I know. I thought I gave it enough little extra up, and I did.
Hole 4, ranked as the 4th hardest hole. This one tricky as well. Par 4, 520 feet. Want to throw something either straight to kind of just get past these last sets of trees and line you up with somewhat of a straight to right hand turning shot, or you can go turn over and try to kind of cut that gap a bit. Out of bounds, really squirrely in this one, so you can see it kind of tapers in and back out. One tree kick can absolutely cost you several strokes on this hole. Walking away with par here should be the game plan. Cut inside that
Looks
one.
like a good tee shot there. Missing the trees, we'll say that she landed where she wanted to. A little bit off to the right, which is going to make the gap for her second shot a little bit more cumbersome. But
Yeah, it's going to tighten her window just a touch. Holly kind of slicing inside there, and if you can get your disc to finish back out, that puts you in a pretty good spot like that. She should have the optimal window on either right or left side there, so she'll have a couple different options to look at. I don't know what that disc is, but Jennifer was throwing it a lot yesterday. I'm going to ask her.
it makes a nice move to the right for her.
I'm a little surprised to not see Ohn going forehand on this hole. It seems like it would line up very well for her flexor.
Yeah, she went straight, and that is going straight long OB for her.
Yeah, there is late out of bounds. If you go too straight there, you see the white stakes. And she was about maybe 2 feet OB, so not even by much. But now she's got to deal with getting this back to the fairway, and that's towards that OB pinch point, but she does stay safe.
I feel like we don't see this often.
Yeah, just a placement sidearm here for Jen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's okay.
I was like, I hit a tree. As long as you didn't kick left.
Almost celebrated too early there.
Holly's pitching up to the optimum place.
I really thought she would have had more of a window from where she landed, but it was just a touch too far right to really let her kind of rip one towards the green.
Yeah, a little too early in the turn to have the option, so she opted to.
Needed a little more fade on the end of the flight.
Yeah.
Hokom
had the window, and she used it.
Oh, what a shot!
Get inside of the bullseye.
She is inside the bullseye.
Yeah.
She'll have a drop in basically for her 3. Holly flirting with this OB the entire way.
Ooh, and she stays safe. There's a lot of trees to have to miss, and luckily she missed all of them on the good side. I'm lining up a forehand over the OB as well. And there's her dish doing a little bit of dancing to stay inside the bullseye as well.
Oh, too wide. Dang it.
Looked like Jen was going for some type of skip play, but it kind of came out too straight. Didn't have any edge. Hit a tree, so she's going to end up short, having to do another upshot here. May have a long look at a putt.
Giving it a bid.
Oh, yeah.
Right off the band.
Fix my divot.
Polite golfer always fixes her divots. Holly, after staying safe, has this long approach. Oh, looks like she was actually running. That's her stud, which is what she putts with.
She's got that one to stick.
Another strong putt there for Holly.
Bring her back to even for the round.
And Hokom with the birdie on hole 4. And that was the only birdie on the day on this hole for the FP40 division.
Oh, wow.
Very well done, Sarah. Literally getting strokes on everyone.
All right, here we go. Hole 5, par 4, 620 feet. Man, I think all the difficult holes are on the front right now. This is coming in as the third most difficult, playing a full stroke over par. First job here is to get past these trees and before the water hazard. Second job is to get past the water hazard into the green. As we see, there's a lot of trees in the way. Any kick can cause you trouble, and you just want to stay away from them. I think this shakes up great for a forehand if that can come back out. It puts her over on the left side. It's going to limit her options, but I think with her having a forehand, she'll be all right.
Yeah, you'd like to see something a little more stable there to have the fight back at the end. That's going to track right towards that tree and get a kick back over to the left for Holly. See if Jen's gonna go up this hyzer right side.
I would expect so. She does. That's turning just a little bit. It hits the tree before it gets to the gap that she wants to hit.
Yeah. Still not too bad there.
Now that goes through the gap and it's going to finish in the ideal landing area there, right in the open.
Yeah, really good shot there. We're Holly in a difficult spot here, just wanting to pitch back out to the actual fairway, and she's going to end up just left of that rock bed there from her perspective.
I wonder if the trees are still going to be an obstacle for her third throw.
Jen can absolutely still reach this with her power.
Yeah, that's what I was sitting there thinking. As long as she has the right line.
A little early, but if she gets a favorable skip, she'll still have a look, I believe, from there. We'll have to see.
Yeah, she didn't get the skip, but it just stayed put where it was, so she's on the green. Tree's not really affecting Holly's throw, and she is making her way there as well. So it's going to be in circle 2.
Yeah, I would be surprised if she actually runs it from where she is. I think that's more than likely just going to be a pitch up.
Yeah, I don't think she has the angle to be able to do it with the trees there on the green.
Sarah having to navigate another tricky turnover sidearm here, and looks like she's done most of the work.
Mm-hmm.
Going to put her in deep C2 here with some obstruction. We'll see what that looks like when she actually addresses her lie.
And owned from Prime Real Estate.
Oh, this is turn that needs to hurry.
Is it going to fight through it all? Not really. I may end up being worse than being outside the woods as being inside.
Yeah, not what you want after really putting your drive in prime position. Holly, that is
Her approach is there.
That's
So just trying to put it on the green
Colt
close.
up. Yep. Which she has done. No sense in taking early strokes. Okay, so Sarah just outside of C2s. You see the blue marker there, just there in front of her foot.
Mm-hmm. Having a weave through the trees here.
Oh!
I think she's a little surprised herself. Oh my goodness.
What a putt, throw, shot, whatever you want to call it. Take a second look here on the run back. And Heiser has to just shave inside of that tree and come back on Heiser. What her reaction. Well deserved. She came back and said she thinks that's the best putt she's ever hit in her life. And now you have it to treasure on film forever, Sarah. Jen!
Oh.
I tried to be cool. That was so close. So close. That again right here. All over it.
Oh, really has no look from in there. She looks like she gave it a bid
tried
though.
to make one anyway.
Does that count as big putt and own? Since she
Nah,
okay.
She had to go through an entire forest to try to even get anywhere close to those chains.
And Holly with her routine.
But if she misses her next putt, regardless of where she is, then yes, she's still big putted from this hole.
There you go.
That's how long that putt was from Hokom. Hokom, 4 down through 5. What a start. Focus. All right, let's get this thing rolling. It's time to show everybody our new Ace Run Pro whale sacks. I bet we get this done on the first try. What was that? You're supposed to hit me when I say dry. I said try, not dry. Ah, wait, stop it! It's in my ear. We have to let people know that whale sacks keep you free of moisture. Toss me a whale sack. Huh, they really do keep you dry. No, wait. Ah. Go get a whale sack, please. All right, welcome back. Big shout outs to Whale Sacks. Grab yourself an Ace Run Pro limited edition whale sack and then tag us in the comments or tag us in the post when you get one. We'd love to see them out there. Hole 6, par 3, 291 feet. Little bit of a variation that we saw from the Majestic, where the men are playing up towards the basket on the left, the women are playing to the shorter pin on the right-hand side. Tricky though, because getting this disc to move late right on this left to right shaping fairway, not an easy task.
Dare I say a forehand hole? Oop, too much pressure. I'm sorry. That was on me. That was on me. I think it was off of whatever she wanted to be on. It was definitely off of it. She's inside the circle.
Yeah, it looked like a Mako. Is this too high for Ohn?
It's going to come crashing. But that may be inside the circle as well.
I'm going to say she's probably shallow circle 2. Holly looking for a late flipper. This one holding straight though. And now starting to fade out. She may have a window though to look through.
Yeah, she's pinned high.
Sarah really taking advantage of the yoga classes here with that move to get this forehand moving back over to the right.
Ooh,
what beauty.
Almost put it in. She'll leave her with a simple par putt there. Keeping her scorecard looking clean compared to her card.
Yeah, Holly does have a window.
Oh,
gosh, just
so close.
Just a touch low there. Something about the ramping on these baskets. Like sometimes you get like a friendly ramp on baskets. What a putt for Ohn. Not getting big putter from last hole, I'll tell you that much. But we've kind of seen these baskets when you kind of hit the nubs that they seem to ramp out versus kind of ramping into the chains.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh my! And we kind of just saw it again there.
Man, I'm interested to see when the nubless basket gets adopted across an entire event.
Yeah,
and we've had it at Eagles Crossing, but like they play a factor.
Yeah, absolutely.
In your reaction off of the cage. I mean, ideally, you just put it in the change. You don't have to worry about it. But, you know, this is an ideal world.
Jen going to grab another par there. As does Holly's Ohn, taking the lone a birdie on this one here before we move on to hole number 7.
Hole 7 is coming in as the most difficult hole. I don't know why I keep getting these difficult holes. I bet your players are thinking the same thing too. It's a par 4 coming in at 530. You want to get out here into the fairway. There is a water hazard to the left that you want to try to avoid. There's also a water hazard in front of the green that you want to try to avoid. You do have a low ceiling with trees on the left and the right to try to avoid. There's also OB long here that's not pictured in the drone flyover, but you want to avoid that as well. So I just told you everything to avoid. So just do that.
Just put it in the short grass. Make your day easier like this.
Yeah.
Ohn's going to have a couple different options. See if that tree's going to affect her second shot at all.
If you can be a little bit more right, not that's a little bit more left, gives you a few better options as to how to attack the green.
Ooh, this is early left for Jen, but it's tilting back over to the right.
Good shot.
And
Yeah, that disc is doing some work.
Yeah. There's a couple times during that flight I thought she was in trouble.
Like this one, I thought that was in trouble there. Oh,
and that
friendly
a kick. Yeah. There's also OB on the right. There's like a campground area that has a netting, which normally doesn't play as out of bounds. But for this event, there is a line just in front of the netting.
Oh, I did not realize that. I'm used to that. There's even a sign on the tee that says that that's not OB,
right.
But for this event, it is. Okay.
Really good second shot there. Holly again breaking out a forehand.
Oh, came out a little early going towards that OB. But I think she hit the net and rolled safe.
We'll see. Spotter coming over to take a look.
Yeah.
Green flag. Okay. Yeah, she said that one just fell out of her hand, and she did get like the favorable bounce
Yeah.
just off the netting there. Ohn has this tree in her back swing there. Going through the options.
I wonder if she has imaginary conversation with Justin. What would Justin say here?
Okay, so she's going turnover, and it looks like this is just the layout play, which is a little surprising because this is well within her distance, but she would throw like a higher speed, and then the skip can possibly bring that OB into play.
Yeah. And you kind of got to think about how she's feeling on the day right now. She has a couple of bogeys, and she's not used to
not
having
quite
those
the
on the
clean
car.
round that we're used to seeing from her, as Jen just pipes this right up towards the middle.
Making me do a little dance in there. Had to tell her I'm not the basket. She needs to part the basket, not Conrad.
She didn't realize that I'd snuck my way behind her. And there you see how close Holly was to actually being out of bounds. She's going to pitch up and give herself a long look. Hokom with that range. You know this is going to be close.
Yep.
There you go.
Why not?
Ooh.
All right,
All right,
tickles.
right at the bullseye.
Yep, tickle some cabbage coming out, but no harm, no foul. Holly with the stud in hand, maybe a little half bid.
Yeah, that's the scary one because if you hit metal, you can still end up OB. You don't want to.
Good to see Noah back on the bag for this one.
Hey, was that her stud or her coda? It looked like she just put her stud back in the bag. This is a scary putt. Oh.
The boards.
Yep, she hit the OB. The boards that are lining the OB with her foot.
Yeah. She probably never even thought about it.
I think, well, no, because she was thinking about the OB line. She was trying to make sure that she was
Not stepping into OB territory, yeah. But still going to card the par here. Little bit of a slower start, I'm sure, than she wants. Is currently still just sitting one over, but we've seen the bulk of the difficult holes already. So really kind of mitigating the damage to even or one over at this point isn't too bad. Not a lot of scoring happening on these holes. Hole 8, middle of the pack, par 3, 325 feet. This kind of early vegetation and OB on the right you want to avoid. The wide tree here kind of shapes your bulk of your shot if you're going to go inside or outside of it. Go on the hyzer side on the right. That brings in those smaller pencil trees into play. Flip up the left side, can then finish a little bit further left, so it just depends on how comfortable you are with the finish of your disc. I'm expecting to see probably kind of split in half, 2 sidearms, 2 backhands. Never mind, she's going backhand, so that takes out one of my forehands. Drifting early though. We'll see. I don't think she has much more than just hopefully a
pitch out, really. I don't think
out.
there's going to be a putt look there.
There's one sidearm just beating that low branch.
If you can get the full flight.
Ooh.
All right, that's going to give her a look at the elevated basket.
Yeah, using every inch of that fairway.
Jen go on the right side as well.
She's pushed beyond those skinny trees.
Wow.
All the way through.
Oh, wow. To end up in the bullseye.
Fantastic shot there. And a friendly tree to help. Holly kind of pushing the left side with some flip.
I don't know if that was left side or if that was just dead center of the wide. It was,
Yeah.
either or, that was good.
Ohn still has some work to do here just to get up and down for the par.
Ah, this is Ohn.
Okay, beautifully done there. Holly pitching right up. Not a basket you want to run from that length and end up ping-ponging back and forth.
And Hokom agreed with your statement.
Yeah.
Although
Smart
she did
plays.
give herself a difficult putt there. Nice bird.
Yeah, fantastic bird there. Fighting the mosquitoes during the putt. 8. Let's see.
On with the par.
It's just as I suspected. That was the only birdie on the day of hole 8 for Jennifer Allen.
Really tall.
Okay, she puts it in.
Getting it done. However you got to get it done, get it done.
It's your time to hit a fairway once, just one time. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
All right, middle of the pack again, hole 9, par 3, 250 feet, coming in as the 8th hardest hole. Expected to be a little bit more?
I expect it to be a little easier, to be honest.
Oh, well, yeah. First, you got to get out of that hallway, either going low and or high, and then make it out to the opening, the field, without going too far, because there is OB right behind the basket. But yeah, I expect it to be, no, I think the middle of the pack is about right.
I guess there's enough danger here to kind of keep you honest.
Jen's looking high.
Yeah, high turnover. Very high turnover.
High go back. Come on, float.
A little stall shot. Whoa.
Right inside the bullseye.
Executed perfectly there by Jen Allen.
I think you're right there.
Circle one.
I think she wanted it to ace. Oh, let's see if she's going to go inside. She goes inside of that right tree.
Oh, but not high enough. She gets caught like a catcher's mitt.
Oh, no. That's out of bounds.
Yeah.
And it's mandatory drop zone if you do not cross inbounds off the tee. Or if you do not land safely inbounds off the tee. Sarah shaving inside the wide tree.
That's fine. It's inside the circle.
See if Holly's going a little lower. If she's going high stall. Oh, she's taking the middle route. Oh, no. So 50% of the card going out of bounds.
Maybe the hole should have been easier.
Yeah, or harder. Okay, good recovery there for Ohn. That's going to leave her a bogey putt inside the circle.
Yeah, kind of expect the same thing from Holly. Inside the circle. That'll putt. First up is Ohn. Oh. Where's that chains? Not center.
That's gonna be a double for Ohn.
Wow.
And Jen Allen is, oh my goodness.
Wow. What is?
So a little wonkiness going on here with hole 9.
Yeah, it looks like Jen is going to take the outright lead here after putting in this bullseye eagle birdie.
Yeah.
Hokom looked like her second putt was further away than her first.
It might have been, but she focuses and nails that one, knocking it down. Well done.
Keeping her scorecard clean for the front 9.
Yep, 4 bogeys on the front 9. You're doing work out here. Jen, with this to get to 6. And like
I mean,
we
4
said,
birdies? You said bogeys.
oh, I'm sorry. Did I say bogeys? Sorry. Good birdie there for Jen. That brings her to 6, and Ohn going to lose 2 here off of her score. What a turn of events to close out the front 9 here.
Yeah. And we still got a lot of golf left, though.
Oh, yeah.
This is a 5-day event. Taking a look at our card, the front 9. Yep, you see Ohn is 3 over on the day, and Jen and Hokom are the only ones that are under par. And Hokom is making a statement there. As she moves up, her and Jen, first and second. Lisa coming from the chase card, she's trying to make a stance here too. Holly falls back just a bit with even, but it's not over.
Yeah, Lisa getting the only other birdie on hole 9. She's currently sitting 1 down through 10, just a hole ahead of us. As you see her in the background there getting warmed up. Man, it's a fun one already. We still got 9 holes left. Only day 2 of 5 here at the Masters Worlds. Make sure to check us out across all of our socials. Stay up to date with all the action happening this week and throughout the entirety of this season. Big shout out to all of our ace runners for helping to make coverage like this possible. Thank you to the PDGA for having us out for yet another Masters World Championships. We look forward to seeing you back for the back 9 out here at Blue Ribbon Pine Silver.